What's going on, Duelist? I'm YGOTimeWizard. It is time to set sail for Duelist Kingdom. I've created decks for every character in the original series. In this format, we play with Master Rule 1, which means the starting player starts with 6 cards, 8,000 life points, and there's only one field spell allowed at a time. The big twist to my format is each character is given a speed duel skill to help enhance the strategy of that character's deck. In this format, summoning the most iconic and memorable monsters from the anime is finally fun and easy. Hit him with the time warp.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
Alright, so today we have an interesting deck profile. We're actually doing Panik from Season 1. To start off, of course, we have to play the 3 Castle of Dark Illusion. Now, the entire strategy of Panik revolves around Castle of Dark Illusion, as well as face down and defense position monsters. Panik does play a ton of level 5 monsters, so to help get some of those out, we did give him 3 Giant Germ. Next, we play 2 Cryul. So this card's a little interesting and don't think you've seen it, so I'll read the effect. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, toss a coin. If you call it right, destroy one monster your opponent controls. So this was basically just a Dark Fiend that had a somewhat decent effect that I figured it was appropriate to give him because you didn't have a whole lot to work with since Panik only plays a handful of cards in the show. And since he does play so many level 5 monsters and doesn't have a very strong overall deck, I did give him 1 Spirit Reaper to help stall, and to also tribute summon for one of those monsters. Next, to help give his deck a little bit of a boost, we also play Pum Princess, the Princess of Ghosts. Now this card, when it's destroyed by battle, it's going to go into your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell, and during each of your standby phases, I believe, it's going to place 1 pumpkin counter on it. For each counter, all of your opponent's monsters lose 100 attack and defense. So over time, if they don't have a Mystical Space Typhoon or a way to destroy it, you're inevitably just going to win because this is going to get way too many counters and they won't have anything to kill you with. Next, we play 1 Shadow Delver, but basically when you Gemini summon this monster, once per turn, you can select 1 face-up level 4 or lower dark monster you control. It can attack your opponent directly. Next, for a card that Panik did play in the show, we play 2 King of Yami Makai. Now this is one of the stronger level 5 monsters that he plays. Again, still only 2,000 attack. And if you remember the episode with Panik, you're going to remember the 3 Reaper of the cards. Now this card always annoys me because its stats are ridiculous. So it has 1380 attack and 1930 defense. But it has a flip effect, so flip effect, select 1 trap card on the field and destroy it. If the selected card is set, pick it up. If it's not a trap, then put it back down. Here's one of the other tribute monsters that Panik does actually play. So you play 3 Pumpkin, the King of Ghosts. Now this does actually have a cool combo in the deck with the 3 Castle of Dark Illusions. So if Castle of Dark Illusions is face up on the field, increase the attack of this card and defense of this card by 100 points. As long as it remains face up on the field, do that for the consecutive 4 turns. And the last monster we play is 1 Metal Guardian. Next, to help summon all those tributes onto the spells, we play 2 Soul Exchange, 2 Yellow Luster Shield to help boost the defense of all your monsters. And Panik didn't actually play this card in the show, but Yugi destroys him with Swords of Revealing Light, and he is a Dark Fiend player, so I figured it was more than appropriate to give Panik 3 Swords of Concealing Light. So what this does is it's going to basically Book of Moon all of your opponent's monsters that are on the field when it's activated for 2 turns. Next, since Panik does attack Mai in the forest, and that is where they duel, I also chose to give him 2 Murmur of the Forest. So basically this is just going to, again, target 1 monster in the field, flip it face down, and then you can also return 1 field spell on the field to the hand. Now again, since Panik does play so many high level monsters, I gave him 2 Instant Fusion, basically just to summon now a free fusion to tribute off into one of the monsters that you need. We also gave him 1 Premature Burial, 1 Sword of Deep Seated, 1 Sword of Dark Destruction, 1 Axe of Despair, and for the last spell, we do play 1 Yami. Now onto the traps, we play 1 Castle Walls, again just to boost up that defense, 1 Staunch Defender. So since you play so many cards with a high defense, and that's the strategy of the deck, what this card's going to do when your opponent attacks, you can activate it and target 1 monster you control, hopefully with the highest defense, and pick that. It's going to force all of your monsters to attack that card this turn. Next we play 1 Mishizer, 1 Armory Call since he plays so many equip spells, and lastly 1 Threatening Roar. Now for the extra deck and to pair with the instant fusion, I give him 3 Baroks. Now you can't actually make this in the deck since you don't play the Frenzied Panda or the Ryukushin or any polymerizations. Basically just there again for the tribute fodder to use with the instant fusion. Nami never made a skill for Panik, so I've given him the Power of Dark since he plays basically all Fiend and Dark monsters. So this will increase all of his cards by 200 attack and defense from the start of the game. This is Master Rule 1 where everyone will draw 6 cards, 8,000 attack, and if a field spell is on the field and another one is played, it will be destroyed. So this will start on the field, but another player can destroy it by playing one of their field spells. That's also why he does play 1 Yami in the main deck. That's going to do it for the Panik Duelist Kingdom Season 1 deck profile. I'm YGOTimeWizard, and I'll see you next time.